I'm Rich Mansfield from Chatham, Illinois. Why, it goes to those fellows you mentioned just now. I'll never betray the Athenian riffraff. I'll always fight for the rabble. The people you elect to rule over you because you're taken in by their speeches. And on top of that, they're the bribes that they get from the subject cities. 3,000 drachmas at a time, extorted by threats and intimidation. If you don't pay up, I'll ruin your city with a single fulminating speech. While you apparently are quite content to gnaw away at the leftovers. So much for your precious power. The subject states take one look at the scrawny rabble, feeding on the scraps from the trough, greedily gobbling down nothing at all, and conclude that you aren't worth a tinker's dam. The whole lot of you. No, these others are the men they ply with gifts of pickle and wine and cheese and honey and sesame, rugs and cushions, cups and bowls, fantasy cloaks, coronets and necklaces, every conceivable luxury. And what do you get out of the empire you've sweated and fought for on land and sea? Not so much as a head of garlic to flavor your fish soup.
I assure you, ladies, my getting up to speak like this isn't from any desire to push myself forward. It's just that I can no longer bear to sit by to see us women immersed with mud from head to foot by his cabbage woman's son. The things he says about us, is there any crime he hasn't tried to smear us with? Give him a stage and a theater full of people, and does he ever fail to come out with his sailors, calling us intruders, tipplers, deservers, gossips, wrought to the core, and a curse to mankind, and naturally the men all come home after the play, give us that nasty, suspicious look, and start hunting in all the cupboards for concealed lovers. And woman can't do any of the things she used to do in the old days. He's filled our husband's mind with such awful ideas. Why, if you just sit planting and worth your husband thinks you must be in love with someone, and suppose you accidentally drop something about the house.
All right, that's 2 minutes of reading. That was good for the reading. Just put that paper down to your side. Just stand.
I assure you, ladies, my getting up to speak like this isn't from any desire to push myself forward. It's just that I can no longer bear to sit by and see us women besmirched with mud from head to foot by this cabbage woman's son, Euripides. The things he says about us, is there any crime he hasn't tried to smear with us? Give him a stage and a theater full of people, and doesn't he ever fail to come out with his slanders, calling us intruders, stumpets, triplers, deceivers, gossips, rotten to the core, and the curse to mankind? Any natural, the men all come home after the play and give us the nasty, suspicious look and start hunting in the cupboards for concealed lovers. A woman can't do any of the things she used to do in the old days. He's filled our husbands' minds with such awful ideas. Why, if just sit planning a wreath, your husband thinks you must be in love with someone. any purpose you accidentally drop something about the house. Oh, he says, break in the coffer. That's bad, he says. You must have had her eye on the lodger.
That's good for the reading. Okay, now give us a smile and a name and city and state, please.
I assure you, ladies, my getting up to speak like this isn't from any desire to push myself forward. It is just that I can no longer bear to sit by and see us women besmirched with mud from head to foot by cabbage woman's son Euripides. The things